what the best move is to get a bikini belly? It is not the sit-up. I'm Shauna Kay, female fat loss expert and author of Lose Your Menopause Belly. And one of the questions I get most is, what's the best abdominal move that I can do to get rid of my menopause belly, to get a nice flat and toned belly? Let me tell you that a lot of women can't engage their abdominals. So any exercise that they're doing might not be as effective until you learn properly how to engage your abdominals. Now, if you've had any abdominal surgery or trauma, what happens is the transverse muscle turns off. So your abdomen has four muscles: internal and external obliques, the rectus abdominis, that six-pack, and the transverse. And your body is a wondrous machine, and if you've had any kind of surgery or trauma, the body just switches off that muscle so that you don't further injure yourself. But the problem is that once you're healed, the body doesn't turn on that transverse until you teach it to get turned on. So I'm going to give you a simple exercise to help you learn how to turn on that transverse. So to get you to engage the transverse, what you're going to do is you're just going to go back on your back, and you're going to find your hips and just move inside your hip bones a little bit, and you're going to cough. And when you cough, you'll feel that your abdomen contracts, and that is an involuntary action of the transverse. And that's the muscle that you need to learn how to engage. And it's a matter of pushing the belly button in through the spine and making that core very tight. More advanced is you're going to cough, and then you're going to lift up one leg, and you're going to hold, and you're going to work on holding that for 30 seconds, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And it's a very subtle move. You're not going to get this burning in your abs, but that's going to help you turn on that transverse. And now the next move from that is the plank. And the plank, and any kind of planking move, that's one of my favorite moves for strengthening the core. And guess what? If you can't do push-ups, once you engage that transverse, you'll find that your push-ups are so much easier to do as well. So let's go over how to do a plank. Now, oddly enough, the key to a great plank is in your glutes, because if you've got tight glutes, you can't have your bum in the air and you can't have a saggy back. So first of all, you're going to go on your elbows, and you can try on your toes, but if you feel that lower back, you're going to just drop to your knees, and you're going to work on getting up to your toes. So stack the shoulders over top of the elbows, and then you're going to squeeze your glutes. So it's called a plank for a reason, because you want the shoulders, the hips, the knees in line, and you're going to hold that. And if you can do that without any lower back pain for 30 seconds to a minute, then you're going to try that plank from your toes. Now, the other thing is you can tighten the quads and then pull the elbows into the ribs, and then that will also engage through the back muscles. So that plank is really like a full body movement, but it's really going to engage that core. Your goal would be to work up to a minute plank from your toes. You do have to learn how to engage that transverse. So here's to engaging that transverse. Give that exercise a try.